Hello and welcome back. I'm Neil Cannon. This is the third of this little mini video series for the book launch of The Vitality Secret. If you haven't seen the first two videos, please go to vitalitysecretbook.com where you can see them and also enter your details so you can be part of the conversation, leave questions so I can answer them. Thank you. I promise to keep this one short and I'm going to dive straight in with an inflammatory culprit number 4. But this is number 2 of a staple food that we typically have almost every day, and that is milk. So before I discovered about the inflammation thing, the inflammation epidemic we're kind of experiencing at the moment, when I was a kid, I had really bad eczema, as I've mentioned before. And when it got bad, I was told to come off wheat and dairy. I wasn't ever told why, I was just told to come off those two things. And more recently, I found that dairy was inflammatory. And I was thinking, what on earth could it be about dairy that is inflammatory? And I was thinking, okay, what could it be about cow's milk that's not suitable for me? What is it that's about cow's milk that's not suitable for human beings? And I was just racking my brain. I was going, cow's milk, human being, cow's milk, human being. Nothing was coming to mind, no clues whatsoever. And I thought, right, I need to research this because I want to get to the bottom of this inflammation thing, and I think this is a big part of it. So I thought, right, let's go and research. So I wanted to go to my friend's house because I didn't have internet at the time at that house, and I went for a little stroll, and on the way there, I walked past this farm, and I saw all these pigs, and in the corner, there's a little pig feeding her little piglets all her milk, and I thought, I'm so thirsty, I want some of that. And I walked over and I thought, I was about to ask the little pig if I could have some of her milk. And then this little voice on my shoulder went, Neil, are you absolutely out of your mind? You're a human. Why on earth would you be drinking or even consider drinking milk from this little pig? And I thought, okay, Neil, don't be ridiculous, walk on. So I walked on and I got to my friend's house and she's got a dog and her dog happened to be feeding her puppies. Again, I was just worked up a bit of a sweat. I was thirsty, and I always drink milk when I'm thirsty. And I just thought, right, I want some of this. I want some of her milk. And I said to my friend, "Hey, Julie, would you mind if I had some of your dog's milk? I'm really thirsty, and I need some calcium." And she looked at me and she's like, "Neil, have you lost your mind? You must be screwing with me, right?" I was like, no, I'm thirsty. I want some calcium. And she went, Neil, don't be ridiculous. Let's go and research what's wrong with cow's milk. I thought, okay, fair enough. So went upstairs and started researching cow's milk, still having had no clues whatsoever why human beings should not be drinking cow's milk. And got onto Google, did my thing, and I stumbled upon this video with an expert in the field of nutrition, and he's written quite a few journals on the British Journal of Nutrition, and he was being interviewed by this guy that I'm following quite closely, and the interviewer said, so Mr. So-and-so, can you give me an idea of dairy? What's your view on dairy? And he kind of went, how long have you got? And the interviewer said, okay, just quickly, what's your view on dairy? Just 5 minutes. And the expert said, think of it this way. Human babies are this big at birth, and human breast milk is specifically designed for these tiny little cute babies to grow fast, all the right nutrients, micronutrients, macronutrients, and it's loaded full of hormones for these baby human beings to grow really fast, give them a real great boost in life. And, and then they're weaned off this milk after, 6 months to a year, normally. Sometimes it goes longer than that. Similarly, cow's milk is specifically designed for baby cows to grow fast. It's loaded full of hormones, like tons of hormones, loads of proteins and micronutrients and macronutrients for baby cows to grow fast, like specifically designed for baby cows to grow fast. I was like, I get it. I'm getting some clues. And I thought, am I a cow? And I went to the mirror and I looked in the mirror and I was like, am I a cow? And I don't think I am. So I went back to the computer and I researched what cows look like, and a picture of a cow came up, and I looked at it and I was like, by the way, that's a cow. I looked at it and I thought, okay, I'm definitely not anything like that. It's got eyes, I'll give it that. It's got eyes, it's got a mouth, but it's very dissimilar to mine. I'm not a cow. And I've been drinking milk for like 33 years, it's a couple of years ago. And I thought, I might stop doing that now. I might stop doing that because I'm not actually a cow and I'm drinking milk specifically designed for this cow. Anyway, I then thought, okay, maybe this is a bit unfair. Let's go and let's remind ourselves what a human baby looks like. Because, you know, when human babies are breastfed, they're this big. So I thought, okay, let's remind myself what a baby looks like. So I Googled baby and this picture came up. Look how cute this little baby is. So I then thought, let's compare this with a cow. A cow. So there's a cow and there's a baby. Cow, baby. I know what you're thinking. I'm being really unfair because I am actually comparing a fully grown cow with a baby. Okay, so let's compare a calf, like a baby cow, with a baby. It's much bigger, isn't it? Calf, baby. Much, much bigger, like huge thing. I could probably, you know, baby fit kind of there. Calf, I mean, I could probably pick one up, but I'm quite strong. Very, very different in just about everything you can think about. So I thought, okay, I'm going to stop doing that because I'm not actually a cow and I don't think we need it. So having made the decision to stop drinking cow's milk because it's actually designed for cows and not humans, I thought, I wonder who it was who first discovered that it's a good idea to drink cow's milk, being a human. So I just started imagining how this happened. Could he have been walking around a farm, like the story I gave earlier, and he just saw this cow feeding, you know, its baby calves milk? I thought those udders look good. Just love the look of those udders. So in case you've forgotten what udders look like, I thought I'd research what udders look like. And these are udders. What do you think? Not that attractive, right? And then I thought, I think it's probably worthwhile reminding you what human breasts look like. So you can compare udders with human breasts. So there's udders and human breasts. For some reason, I can't show you a picture of breasts. It's probably something not allowing me to do that. Anyway, I hope you remember what a pair of human breasts look like because they're very, very dissimilar to these udders. Very dissimilar. Scarily, I actually found a picture that actually was a guy feeding on cow udders, but I'm not going to share that with you because this video might get banned if it's not already. So now is the time where I guess I would say list off a load of reasons why we shouldn't be drinking cow's milk. I can name a few, there are quite a few. It's inflammatory, it creates mucus in the throat. When I was a kid and I used to get those mucus in the throat, you know, I always have to clear my throat. The doctor would say, stop drinking milk. And I'd be like, what? Why can't I drink milk? Just stop drinking milk, it creates mucus in the throat. Why on earth could cow's milk create mucus in the throat? Just stop drinking cow's milk. Fair enough, and I did, and it'll clear up. So it causes inflammation, causes mucus in the throat. Even asthma sufferers are told to come off dairy because it, you know, affects asthma, and the reason is because it causes inflammation. And it's also been linked to cataracts later on in life. If you can imagine, all these different proteins are very, 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 very different because it's designed for cows, not humans. Remember back to those pictures of a cow and a human? Very, very different proteins. It actually leads to cataracts later on in life. It's also been linked to type 1 diabetes when babies are born. You know, children have diabetes from birth, and multiple sclerosis, and it affects, quite a few things that's wrong with it. And about 75% of the population is actually lactose intolerant. That's the sugar in milk. They don't have the enzyme lactase to break it down. So there's a few reasons why we shouldn't really be drinking cow's milk, besides the fact, of course, it's designed for cows. Finally, I thought, hang on, we've been drinking this for years and years and years and years and years. You know, my parents drank it, my grandparents drank it, you know, everyone drank milk. And I was thinking, you know, it can't be causing that much harm, you know, what's wrong? And then I thought, hang on, there's got to be money involved. And I found out there's quite a lot of money in the industry, in the dairy industry. It's quite a substantial industry. So I like to just stimulate a bit of curiosity in your mind with my videos. And I would just like to ask you to ask yourself this one question. When you're next buying milk and you see the picture of cows, you know, on the label, if they have a label showing a cow, just say, am I a cow? Just ask yourself, am I a cow? And if part of you hesitates, then, think clearly again, am I a cow? And if the answer is no, maybe consider not buying it. You know, we have coconut milk options now. We've got almond milk, even rice milk. Do not touch soy. Do not touch soy. Almond milk, coconut milk, rice milk, I would suggest those way before dairy. By the way, cheese is okay, butter's okay. It's been completely changed in molecular structure. I won't go into that now. Butter okay, really mature cheese okay, milk bad. So, finally again, ask yourself, are you a cow? If you're not a cow, maybe think about not buying that milk and think about alternatives. And one final thing is, if you're worried about the dairy industry and, you know, the billion-dollar industry that you'll be depriving of their money, maybe if you're worried about that, then buy the milk. Otherwise, for your health, I'd suggest not buying milk which is designed for baby cows to grow fast. I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please share it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm Neil Cannon, vitalitysecretbook.com. Thank you.